Hey, all you zealots and zerglings, it's time for another 3 versus 3 on the map Cinder Fortress. Probably the only 3v3 map that I don't completely despise. We'll get to that in a minute. First, let's get to the players. We've got Wolfpack here spawning as the Red Zerg, his allies Spartan as the Teal Terran, and Contrarian, otherwise known as Contra Clone, as the Blue Protoss. And they're going to be going up against Vosh, the Orange Protoss, Squall, the Purple Terran, and Tsunami, the Yellow Protoss. As I said, Cinder Fortress is a map I don't completely despise. That second base is not that bad to take. I mean, there's some issues where if they attack, you got this big wide gap between your main ramp and your natural ramp. And a lot of times people will hit these really early, and it's really hard to hold off an offensive there, especially if you don't see it. But, you know, all in all, not too hard to take. And I got this base here for this guy. I mean, he also has this ramp to defend. It's really close, but like I said, if they attack here, it's very hard to defend early. And they can swing wide around here. Early on, you're never going to have anything that's going to defend against that. But it's pretty quick. And if you're sneaky like me, sometimes when you're in this position, you'll go and take one of these bases anyhow, and if no one takes this one, well, that just might be mine for a little bit later. Because third bases on this map are terrible to take. I mean, from this position, you've got these here, you gotta knock down these rocks, which Zerg hate knocking down rocks. Zerg cannot knock down rocks. It just sucks, you know? It just absolutely stinks. But if you want to take this over here, this gold, you still have to knock down the rocks. Plus, it's way over here, you have to go all the way over here to this ramp. It's downhill, so anything comes, you can't see it coming, and I mean your opponents are going to be right here. It's just there's just not good thirds on here, so you get this thing into a mid to late game situation, and it's just absolutely impossible to take a third, and your economy falls apart. I just had an experience with that recently. I could not take third, and eventually I just could not build an army fast enough to take out what my opponents had, and they always seem to have a huge army no matter how many units I killed. But that's not this game, that is this game. We check the production tab to see what's going on right here. We got us. Contrarian seems to be kind of a late core here. Maybe not. I don't know what he's been doing, but it just seems like a really late core. Because he doesn't have anything else up right now. But yeah, just losing track of what the timings are on that. Because, well, yeah, we got Vosh just getting his core down too. I guess I'm just, well, but he also has a forge down. So that could explain why his core is delayed. So I'm a bit confused what's going on right now. And we got a Roach Warren going down here for Wolfpack and an Evo Chamber. Is he going to go for some early upgraded roaches? I love going early upgraded roaches. I don't do it that often, but I still love doing it. It's just so often roaches are not always that great. I mean, you go up against tanks or immortals or colossi, it just doesn't work, and they're so slow and they shoot slow. Even with the speed upgrade, they're not the quickest. And going for that lair, I assume because he figured he was going to get the speed and maybe forgot you need the lair tech first. I don't know. And he's got these overlords spotting the incoming pass. That's not bad, although these overlords will be vulnerable. You might be better off, you know, maybe plopping one right here just out of vision range. Maybe getting this one over here or over here. I think over here he'd be able to see just fine. Or maybe get some lings on these watchtowers. That would be effective too. Looks like Contrarian's going for his early Robo Bay and dropping down 2 more gates. He likes going this build. I've kind of criticized it in the past, but he has explained it to me that it's kind of to get up an early army, which makes sense. And he may not be maximizing his unit production on all of his buildings, but you know these aren't the pro levels, so he's not going to be faulted for spending a couple extra minerals on a production facility that's not being used 100% of the time, and he's not going to lose to one single misclick and lose thousands of dollars. So I think it'll be fine. Wolfpack going for an expansion here. Kind of an average expansion, not really that early, but it is the first one we see on the map. It looks like we are getting tanks out here for Squall. And that poor SCV is kind of trapped between a tank and a factory place. Oh, nope, he's going to get out of there right now. Siege mode's almost 2/3 done. And we don't really see, there's not much going on right now. I mean, we got warp gate technology. We We got some concussive shells +1 upgrades here for Spartan, and he's getting a factor 2 and a reactor. Where's that reactor going down? Probably going to just be getting out some more Marines there. So going for a Marine Marauder, and I'm assuming he's going to get a tech lab down on that right away. Yeah, we're going to get that fast tech lab on there, right? Oh, well, I guess it's not fast, but right away. And yet we are going to see a roach speed here for Wolfpack, who, as you may know, is now called Bocephus, but we're still kind of getting a mixture of older and newer games here, as some of my live games have, you know, the most recent stuff on it. And look, there's something in there. What is that? There's something in the roach warren. Does that look like a roach? Kind of almost looks like a Hydra head. I don't know, that's creepy enough. I don't want to look at that thing anymore. And what do we got moving out here? Whoa, wow, tanks look really big up close. Of course, Zealots don't exactly look small either. And they're going to be pushing out. Is his siege mode done? His siege mode is done, and they're taking a wide pass, so they want this to be a real surprise attack. And I don't think anything's... I heard pinging, but I didn't see where it happened, and they're going to check this expansion. This expansion is empty. I hope they're not going to do anything like try to steal that expansion. Stealing your opponent's expansions, oh, it just sucks if it happens to you. And oh, they're going to go in range of this Overlord. Yeah, he's going to see it. And yeah, this is why that Overlord position is bad, because he's not going to be able to get out of there. I don't even think the Marines needed to run under it like that. He had little chance of survival there. But it will let him take him out quicker, preventing any sort of counterattack, which is quickly coming in the form of Stalker, Zealot, Immortal, and a couple of Observers. And are they going to go for those rocks? No, they're going to swing around. So Contrarian going around to try to avoid those. Oh, and now the other Overlord is going to go down. But again, it's still going to reveal where they're going. But is that going to supply block Wolfpack? No, actually he's well ahead on his supply. And apparently this force is just... This is the most unusual expansion hunting force I think I have ever seen. You don't usually take tanks out like that, but why not? But oh, looks like Contrarian has finally tracked him down. Is he going to get sieged up? There are some Immortals there, and they're pretty good at tanks, but the tanks aren't sieged up. Now the tanks are going to siege up, but... Oh, it's just going to lay... Whatever Marines were there were probably just left there, were probably just gone, and then the tanks are going to fall down soon thereafter, not doing much damage. That was not the best engagement. And we got Squall taking expansion here. Oh, found yet another Overlord. He is just raking in the Overlord kills this game. And we got Tsunami is going to be taking out these rocks here, which seems unnecessary. You could just take this expansion. Why not just take this expansion? And why is this command center leaving? And Phoenix here for Vosh. Interesting choice. I would assume he's going to get immediately active with these. Otherwise, why is he taking them? Why are they abandoning this island? They're avoiding this island like it's not a good expansion. And it looks like Spartan's going to be pushing out with his Marine Marauder Force +1 attack on that. Nothing else on the way. Spartan, what are you doing right now? You seem to be doing nothing, Spartan. Spartan! Your SCV showing off, Spartan. Looks like Tsunami's going to get established here. Is Tsunami going to take both expansions? Wowza, man, that's bold. You're taking 2 expansions from your buddies. Maybe that's why he didn't take this island. He's like, you guys take this island, I will take this one. But at this point, no one's taking it. Oh, here comes the command center back. Maybe he left something at home. He had to go back and pick it up. I don't really know. It looks like we got Wolfpack is going for Hydralisks now. Roach Hydra, very standard composition, and getting the Spore up just for a little bit of defense, which if those Phoenix ever come out would be a good idea. What are these Phoenix doing? I really don't see the point in making this many Phoenix if you're going to do nothing with them. Actually, I don't see the point in making Phoenix at all if you're going to do nothing with them, unless they're here to defend against Mutalisks or something. I guess it's just he built the Stargates and he hasn't found the V key yet. That must be it. So I'm not really sure what Vosh is up to right now. Not even expanding. Chronoop's doing out Warp Gate technology at the 13-minute mark. Not sure what's up there. And what do we got here? Oh, we just got a Siege Tank for Spartan kind of spotting around there, guarding those rocks. Although maybe in a bit of a vulnerable position if they knock those rocks down. And it looks like Contrarian's going to be taking down the rocks. Oh, he's going to find a hapless Marine of Squall, I think. You can see them. You can see him. He's right there. Oh, he's going to try to hide, but I think it's too late. Oh, wow. I don't think he actually saw them. And now the Phoenix are going to do something. Oh, they're going to head over here. This might not be a half bad idea. There's not a lot of stalkers. There might be enough to lift those stalkers up. And oh, they're going to catch this Colossus. Oh, this could be bad for that Colossus. Why are the stalkers stopping? The stalkers... Oh, and the Colossus is decimated. I don't even know why he didn't even try to defend the Colossus. I mean, I guess there are a lot of Phoenix. They probably could pick up all the stalkers. But then they're not going to be really enough left to shoot. So, I don't know about that. Oh, and here come the Phoenix here, and they're going to find the Hydralisks. No, they're going to get a couple of snipes on them, and they're going to try to lift up that tank, and that tank goes down. And Contrarians, they got an observer there, kind of even spotting for the tank. Oh, they got to be careful. Marine's probably pretty good against Phoenix. Not really worth it to pick up a Marine with a Phoenix. Oh, he's going to find the drones, but there's only one spore here. He almost could just take that on, but apparently one spore is enough to run him away. But he is going to find an angle to take out the Queen. And he's found the Overlord farm. Meanwhile, we got Tsunami's going to cannon up this island. Tsunami, you jerk. You're going to be that guy. And all these Overlords are going down, and now Wolfpack is severely supply blocked. And yeah, and all these Stalkers getting picked up. And the Phoenix are going to have to get out of there, taking a few losses, maybe more than he needed to. Oh! Quick snipe there is going to get another Phoenix. And now Squall's going to move out with a mostly tank force. This seems to be a mistake. Tanks by themselves are not that powerful. I guess they get some Phoenix to defend them, but I don't know about this. Although they will be good against that planetary, which the only thing good against the planetary is a siege tank. Oh, this could be bad. Oh, and Spartan's units are going to go fleeing. And I think he may actually lose this expansion. He cannot take on that many tanks. And he's going to try to repair. I don't think he can repair it fast enough. It is going to go down, and then these units, I don't know what these units are going to do. Oh, it looks like in the meantime, Contrarian did manage to take out those cannons and spot that poor Marine. And they're just going to retreat. They're not going to try to take on this army, which I don't know. They could kind of keep pushing in there and take that force out. And Wolfpack doesn't have a big force, but he's probably spent a lot of money trying to rebuild those Overlords. He's going to spot a pylon and a poor approach from Tsunami. And I don't know what those Phoenix are going to do. I guess they can try to lift up this army. Seems to be not entirely worth it. I mean, I guess they can try it, but I guess if you got the energy and you got that many Phoenix, why not? Actually, those Hellions might be able to take this on. They are Blue Flame Hellions. So it looks like Squall's going to go for sort of a mech play here. Is he getting Thors out too? I would expect to see some Thors coming out. I mean, he's got going Ghosts. Huh. And he's got a couple of nukes. Okay, so he's going to go tanks into Blue Flame Hellions into Ghosts. So that should be interesting for later. We're going to have to keep an eye out on where those Ghosts might go. Look at that Marine hiding there behind those rocks. He heard what happened to his buddy on the watchtower. He's freaked out. Bit of a lull right now. Infestation pit coming down for Wolfpack. I'm assuming he's going for... Oh, we just had a dark... I saw a dark shrine for Tsunami. And he's getting a warp prism. He's gonna do DT drops. And getting a Robo Base, we can go DT drops into Colossus. He even has the Templar Archives. That's interesting. And here comes the Ghost for Squall. Here come the nukes. Did he see that? There's an observer there. Did he see that? He did see that. Oh, he so saw that. And he's trying to find that ghost. He knows the ghost is there. He's keeping an eye on it. He's not going to let that ghost do anything. But in the meantime, we have all these Phoenix over here still trying to cause a problem. And that ghost is going to kind of get caught up in the stalkers there for a second before getting driven away. Well, now I lost track if we got any DTs we're going to have to watch out for. We got a big, well, sort of a big force. It's mostly Phoenix, and here comes that warp prism. I'm assuming the DTs are going to be coming soon, but with the ghosts out, they're already going to be looking for stealth. Yeah, and there comes a bunch of DTs. I don't know about going ghost DT in the same game. That seems to me to be a bad choice, because once you reveal one, everyone's going to have detection. But if they're just going to mix them in with the regular army, it could be proved to be pretty powerful. It looks like a train is going to scout that expansion. Is going to find nothing but a lone marine. Oh, who thought he was hiding well, but no, was not hiding at all. Looks like we're prepping for a pretty big engagement. Here come the Phoenix. But there's a lot of photon cannons there. I don't think the Phoenix should be here. There's still an awful lot of Phoenix, but these things are only going to be effective for so long, and that seems to be his entire army. They're not doing anything right now. The enemy Protoss are doing nothing right now. Exactly 0. And Spartan is smartly getting Thors, because Thors will absolutely decimate Phoenixes. And here comes... Is he really going to DT drop this base where he just ran into a bunch of photon cannons? Is he getting more cannons up? No, he's getting a bunch of gateways up. So, Spartan's base is in a spot of trouble. He's probably going to lose a lot of SCVs, but that observer is pretty close. And a quick snipe of that warp prism, and the DTs are going to go down quickly. So, Spartan probably lost a few SCVs, but certainly not as much as was lost in the DTs. That's why I just don't get why... Wait, whoa, back up, back up, back up, back up. Is he seriously trying to nuke the rocks? Interesting choice. That's one way to take down the rocks, don't you think? He does still have a nuke in spare, but oh, and the Thors are in there, and they're going to do a little bit of damage to those Phoenix, but I think they got away pretty good. Oh, no, no! Although the Phoenix aren't clustered up that much, so they're not taking as much damage as they should be. And a quick blink of these Stalkers are going to start taking out those tanks. I don't know what the Phoenix are doing, but they are going to quickly snipe those Colossi, but I don't think the Colossi are going to be your biggest problem once all the tanks are dead. And these tanks aren't even sieged. Although the tanks aren't really dying that quick, but now there's only 2 siege tanks left in siege mode. And the Immortals, yeah, the Immortals will clean that up. And these Phoenix are still just running around trying to be pesky, but they really aren't doing much at all. Really, I really don't think these Phoenix are worth the money that was spent on them. And I think that Avash agrees, because he now seems to be going for ground upgrades. I don't know what he has to upgrade, though. And they're about to have some visitors. A lot of photon cannons there, but I think they have got enough to beat through that. And a few zealots I don't think are going to be enough to turn the tide. Yeah, I don't know what he's thinking about with all those Phoenix. They just were not cost effective, in my opinion. And they're still floating around trying to find something useful to do. And he's got a couple of Stalkers, which are going to die really quickly because Contrarian's got 3/3 upgrades. And here comes Spartan's force. He's got 2/2 upgrades there. No upgrade. Oh, that's a medevac. Grab a Thor there. One upgrade on his Thors, but... And there's the defensive nuke, but I think it's going to be too late. But oh, Wolfpack. Wolfpack, you got to move your army. Wolfpack, is he going to get away? I think he is. Oh, Contrarian, pull back. And that nuke is going to hit nothing. It almost got that probe. And now he's out of nukes. Oh, because he just launched one. But I fear this is going to do more damage to your front wall than it is to this army, which is quickly siphoning its way through. Oh, and they got the ghost. I thought Contrarian was going to walk right into that, but the ghost is... Oh, the ghost is right there. So, yeah, Contrarian had his observers ready for that one. And Squall is going to drop out of this one. You don't even need to take down that base. He's going to go and hit this expansion. That doesn't really matter. You're just wiping everything out now. And Vash, who never really had anything at all but a bunch of Phoenix. Are those Phoenix still around somewhere? Those Phoenix are still around, causing problems for the Colossi and nothing else. Their numbers are dwindling. And there goes Vash. And it's just down to you. Nope, and that's it. There goes Tsunami. So just bad unit choices there. I mean, mass Phoenix against not very good Phoenix attackable units, and then a bunch of cloaked units that gave themselves up way too early. Just didn't seem to pan out, but I hope you enjoyed this game, and have a day.